What am I doing here? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright, what's going on, you guys? David here, Ichigo here, and today, um, I have no clue what I'm doing here right now. I have no clue what I'm doing here right now. Oh, it's Friday. Oh, it is Friday. It is Friday. I think it's time. I'm gonna react to scary videos for y'all. And yes. Alright, guys, so let's get ready. And I don't know what was that. How did I get here? Let's just start. Alright. Here we go. We're watching 3 True Horror Story anime by Edwinson. I said it. Edwinson. Yeah, he's the GOAT. So, shout out to him, and I watched him so long. So yeah, let me choose. Leave me alone. Okay, so let me just get this ready and put that on. Yeah. Got nothing to do. Look at you, man.
Bought his ticket and sat down in the theater. While he was watching the movie, for some reason he decided to look around. That's when he noticed this woman sitting nearby. They looked at each other for a moment, and the woman walked over and sat down next to my grandfather. They started holding hands, and then, drawn by the strange atmosphere, they started kissing. Meanwhile, he noticed that she was unnaturally cold. He gave her his jacket as a friendly gesture, and soon the movie was over. They were planning to walk across the street to a bar, but she said that she needed to use the bathroom. She told him, just wait outside the bathroom. She gave him his jacket back and gave him a ring.
Every time freaking
He was actually homeless. My grandfather was a little taken aback, but he didn't think much of it and decided to wait outside the bathroom as she had said. But 5 minutes passed, and she still hadn't come out of the bathroom. My grandfather watched all the other women come out of the bathroom except for that woman. And after 10 minutes, she still hadn't come out. He went to the manager, asked if he had seen anyone like that woman in the bathroom. The manager told my grandfather that he had never seen anyone like that. My grandfather insisted that the manager go and check. When the manager checked, the woman was not in the bathroom. My grandfather was about to give up looking for her, but then he remembered that during a conversation with the woman earlier, she'd mentioned that she worked at the bar that they were going to go to. So my grandfather decided to leave the theater, walked to the bar, smoked a cigarette, and looked around. He met the bartender, asked him about the woman, and the bartender said that he didn't know any women like that working there, and that he would ask the owner. After a few minutes, the owner approaches my grandfather, asks again, who was he looking for? My grandfather described the woman again, and suddenly, the owner's face changed. His expression became solemn, and he looked at my grandfather as if he were crazy. Then my grandfather showed him the ring that she had given him in the theater, and the owner looked shocked. He told my grandfather that it couldn't be true. My grandfather asked what he meant by that, and the owner told him the woman had been murdered about a year ago. My grandfather was shocked, left the bar, and went home. This incident stuck in his memory. He still thinks about it sometimes. Sometimes he doubts the situation, tells himself that the owner just thought of the wrong woman. But then he remembers the ring he showed the owner couldn't be another woman. He doesn't know if it was a spirit of some kind, a doppelganger, but all he knows is that the girl he met that night was not a normal human being. Also, the fact that she was unusually cold still makes him uneasy. He still thinks about what happened that night.
What?
Hi, I'm Diana, and I live in the United States. This happened in Massachusetts, and
I want to talk about that. Hold on. I'm staying like.
I became a horror junkie because the paranormal.
Hold on, let's just give it a second. There we go.
Normal seemed to follow me throughout my childhood. Everything I'm about to say is the truth, exactly as I remember it. Most of my childhood is a blur, but this memory has never faded. I think we all struggle to recall much of when we were babies. It feels like an extended period of nothingness. But for me, there's one thing I remember with absolute clarity. When I was a baby, up until I was 2, my family lived in the basement of a stranger's house. We had almost nothing, just a mattress on the floor, 2 cabinets, and a few pieces of sparse furniture in a small, dusty room. My parents were immigrants, and we were just getting by. The details of that space are hazy now, but what happened at night is something I'll never forget. Every evening, my loving, protective parents would tuck my sister and I onto the mattress while they took the floor. The lights would go out, and one by one we would fall asleep. But in the middle of the night, I would wake up, and every time I saw them, big, white hands, like those of a mime reaching out from beneath the cabinet. The hands moved with deliberate motions, drawing shapes in the air, waving, beckoning. I remember staring, transfixed. Sometimes I would reach out, trying to touch them, but before I could, my mother would stir, pull me back, and lull me to sleep. This happened over and over. I remember those hands so vividly. They looked normal, but they weren't. And what disturbed me the most was that I never saw who or what they were attached to. When I was 2, we moved into a real home, leaving that basement for good. And somehow, the memories of the hands faded, buried under the warmth of a new life, until I turned 14 years old. That day, my older sister and I were reminiscing about our childhood, laughing about our old home, until she asked me,
"Did you ever see those hands?"
I froze. My stomach dropped.
"What hands?"
I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. She hesitated before continuing.
"The hands that came from under the cabinet at night. The white ones, they would reach for us."
My heart pounded. I felt like I couldn't breathe. How did she see them too? I had spent years convincing myself they weren't real, that they were just the overactive imagination of a child. But she saw them as well. We sat there, shaken, trading details. How they moved, how they looked, how we never saw a body attached to them. Was that basement haunted? Were those hands trying to take us? Later, I did some research, and I found something chilling. Many people have reported seeing similar hands during childhood, but not white ones. Theirs were green or black.
This is a scary incident that happened to me when I was a college student. I remember it was the day after.
It is true. Let's just say this. It is true, bro. When ISIS, bro. When you're a little, when you're a baby, let's just say you see something like come out under a bed or a closet like that. That is a freaking horrifying there, bro. When you're like a little kid, very like little, you will see some crap like around you, like in your room, closet. That's a terrifying thing to like to remember. All I remember is just I don't want to go to sleep.
Halloween when I was a freshman. I remember this. I remember waking up late in the morning, having to get up quickly to get to campus for my chemistry lab. My roommate was probably disturbed, as I kept making noise and rushing to head out. Since no buses would come at this time, I had no choice but to walk all the way to campus, which is like a 10 to 15 minute walk from my dorm. As I was walking on the street, it was quiet. There weren't that many students around, especially after a Halloween weekend. I'm not surprised. As I made my way uphill, I suddenly saw a large, tall man wearing what looked to be a Scream Ghostface costume, staring at an old homeless man that seemed to be curled up with his blanket on a bench. I was taken aback, since Halloween was over now, and now that classes have resumed, it's a bit odd seeing this man dressed up at such early time in the morning. At first, I didn't know what to make of it, knowing I had to hurry to my lab to be allowed inside, so I didn't pay much attention. However, something felt off as I passed by. This guy with this Scream Ghostface costume kept staring at me as I made my way closer to campus. I kept looking back, and he kept standing next to the homeless man, staring at me. That time felt very long. I felt uneasy that if I kept looking at him, he would come towards me, so I thought I should hurry to the lab. However, after walking a little, I suddenly felt this chill down my spine. And when I turned around, the homeless man and the Ghostface man were gone. I was shocked. Could two people just disappear in such a short amount of time? Panicking, I ran towards campus, headed inside, afraid of this incident. What was even weirder is that after a couple of days later, the homeless man that's always sleeping on this bench never returned. A couple of students that I've talked to apparently said he was taken by the police for disturbing the peace, but I know that can't be true. Even so, my excitement towards Halloween has always been disturbed by this incident, even to this day.
That is a crazy thing. Shout out to him right there, to that logo right there. He still has a logo. That's kind of nice. Alright. I'm watching Five Nights at Freddy's movie horror anime thing. It's the same one I watched last time. He's good, but I'm gonna watch him. He got good videos. I feel uncomfortable watching this. I feel uncomfortable watching this though. The way Chica stopped moving on her floor, like, and then it just goes on. What the freak is? It's about to be over. I just want to get this freak out and move on. I am so horrified for this right now. Just for this, and hope so. I think I found one already. So yeah. It's called Don't Play with Dolls. Short horror film. It's by, I can't read that, but I'm gonna put it in the description below. Oh my god, it's the girl.
Well,
I don't know what to say.
This is home for the next few days.
Leave. Leave.
Hello? I didn't realize anyone was here.
I'm not kidding. That's just a dog.
I'm Abigail. I'm here to house sit.
That ain't no person. That's a dog. It's like Annabelle. shit. Do not touch.
Jeez. I thought you were a real person. Do not touch. Okay?
The way how she acted, it's just so fake.
You're kind of creepy, aren't you?
Hey, it looks creepy more. Oh, that's freaking. That's scary. You're dumb. No. Thank God.
Hey, what's up? I can't tonight. I'm house sitting, remember?
Don't take your eyes off of this.
Jeez!
Knock
It's nothing. They got this life-size doll here. Super creepy.
It looks real though. What the hell?
You're telling me.
It looks very real.
I'm going to try not to think about it.
Well, you touched it, now you made her angry. Oh my God. No. She was standing like right there. What? Oh. I just turned like Annabelle. Yep, you're gonna sleep on that couch, huh? That just turned creepy right there. Tell me if you're getting scared for this video. You don't want to do that. You gotta make her more angry if you keep doing it. Huh?
Much better.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll see. You will see what she's gonna do to you. The country. Yep. Yep. Pack your things, leave. I don't know who asked you to babysit, but you just made a babysit on mistake. You made her angry. That's just... Oh my Jesus. Why? Every time. Alright guys, this is my last video right here. The last thing is the creepiest clown on the street. Yeah, it's him again. Hey, he's good. He got some good story about anything on his channel. He's pretty good though. I kinda like it. Kind of vibe on it. Scared. Sleep.
In the year 2016, we had the clown scandal in the US, and it was pretty crazy. People would dress up in clown costumes and stalk people, and sometimes even do worse. My friend Miguel and I went to spend the night at our other friend's house, whose name is Milo. We showed up at his house around 3 p.m. We just watched movies and ate snacks, just regular teenager stuff. Milo's house was next to a park, so we would usually go back to our home pretty late and walk the track. After watching movies all day, we eventually got bored of it, so we decided to go to the park and walk around for a bit. When we got to the park, the time was exactly 2:36 a.m. At first, we just walked around, talking about girls at our school and other stuff. After we rounded a corner around the park bathrooms, that's when we saw him.
No.
There was a man in a black and white clown costume with no mask on, standing by the swings. He was looking at us with his head slightly tilted over to his right side. I mentioned that he had no mask, so we could clearly see his face. The man had a really dirty face with long, black, greasy hair. And he had a creepy smile on his face. His smile was almost stretched cheek to cheek. Even though he was pretty far from us, we could still see that he was staring right at us. We got nervous and scared, so we agreed to run back to Milo's house, since we were on the side of the park. We started the countdown in a whisper. 3, 2, 1. And then we started running as fast as we could back to the house.
How do you fast?
After running for a minute, we made it to Milo's street and started running again toward his house in the middle of the road.
Don't tell me something.
When we made it to his house, we turned around to look down the street. And to our horror, we saw the man in the clown costume standing at the end of the road, only illuminated by a street light. He wasn't running or walking towards us. He just stood there. However, we were all sure that he followed us. And down in his hand, we were able to see that he was holding a long, sharp kitchen knife. We pounded the front door, ran inside Milo's house, and went into his living room. Milo asked what was going on, so we explained everything that just happened. He has one of those doorbells with a camera in it.
Hold up, let me just put that cat there.
So we sat in silence watching the monitor on the wall. We then saw the man walking down the street looking left and right at each of the houses, probably checking to see if we were hiding. That clown guy finally stood just in front of Milo's house. We all got shocked, but we tried not to scream at all. And all of a sudden, he was looking through that camera lens of the doorbell. That was the creepiest moment I've ever had before. Luckily, he kept walking down the street, and we never saw him again. And we've never spoke to anyone about this story. And to this day, I wonder what could have happened if we didn't decide to run to Milo's house when we did.
You would have been dead. That. I don't feel like watching. I don't feel like going like. I don't feel like doing nothing. I'm just gonna say and think about what I just saw right now. What the freak? Now that was. Hold on, let me just calm down for a second. What I just saw, that was so creepy. I hate clowns. I'm serious. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I didn't. I don't know what I'm saying. Why did I press this video? Oh, damn. There's another clown video, right? Let me put that down. The clown in my apartment. Oh, I would play that. I will watch that sooner because yeah. So until then, see y'all in the next video. That's all. You know what to do. And bye guys. See ya. I need to stop. I'm just too scared. Alright, I just gotta go. Let me just put this down for a second. I'm just gonna go. See ya.